Good morning. All right. So we're going to start our first session on phone training. Okay. So let's get started on that. You got to sign in up front here for me. And this is your phone script. All right. Now this phone script, which is written by me, okay, you're allowed to use it for your purposes of working at the store and doing whatever. So keep it with you, make a copy, do whatever, write all over it. It's yours to use and to learn from. Okay? It's yours to use and learn from. So what we're going to do is we are going to read over it real quick first, and then we're going to get into it and show you how we're going to format it out. So what this is this is an incoming phone call. So if somebody has an incoming phone call, this is how you stick to it. Now what you got to understand is really what the customer's saying to you when the phone call is coming in almost is irrelevant, okay? Because the whole way the script is designed is for you to make an appointment. Now, even though there are some cases that you could sell a car over the phone, the chances are they're not going to happen, okay? So the reality is, the more information you give to somebody over the phone, the less likely they are to come in because it's not to their best interest. So in other words, if I talk to you over the phone and you said, hey, I'm looking for this 2019 Toyota Tundra, and I say, yeah, and I give you all the information, and we go back and forth and back and forth, and then I say, yep, oh yeah, and the price is this, and the payment's this, and your down payment's that, and you got the color and everything else. Are you ready to buy it? And you're like, no, you know what? It's a little higher than I think. I'll just look around. So the phone call becomes irrelevant because there's nothing left. Yes. Did you already sign in? Oh, okay. All right. So that's how that works. So how the phone app format works is, thank you for calling. You start out by saying, thank you for calling. I would use, it doesn't say it in the script here, but I would say, thank you for calling, in this particular store, thank you for calling Don McGill Toyota. This is Dan speaking. How may I help you? Okay. And the client's going to say whatever they're going to say. You're going to say, like, let's say, hey, I'm calling about, I saw online stock number so-and-so looking for this Toyota Tacoma. You're going to say, you picked a great time to call us on the Tacoma. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions regarding the Tacoma that you're considering. That way, you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay with you? Okay? Next thing is, and this is going to sound like our 60-second commercial, how familiar are you with the Toyota Tacoma? Right? At that point, you're not selling it yet. Then you're going to find out what trim level you're looking for. You're looking for a 2-wheel, 4-wheel, or all-wheel drive, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, depending on what's actually relevant to the conversation, okay? So please know that. Oh, excuse me. Still got tears coming out from last night. From World Series Game 2, had the Astros get their ass kicked, unfortunately. The next thing is you're going to ask them, are they looking for a lighter, dark color? Have you had the opportunity to drive the Tacoma yet? Then, whatever they say, that's where, as you see in the set here, it says you put in the 60-second commercial. That's where you're talking about the vehicle, right? Everything that we study. Next thing is, great, let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available now in Tacomas, but also what we have incoming. This shouldn't take me but a minute. Instead, it says nut a minute, which we're not going to do. It should say but a minute, so we can change that to a B. Is that okay with you? What number are you calling from? What's your cell? What's your last name, first name? Could you hold just for a second? So while you check the inventory, would that be okay with you? And you're going to give them about, about 5 to 15 seconds. Thank you for holding. I just checked, and we have a great availability at Tacomas right now. Are you currently it would be your brand. Are you currently a Toyota owner, right? In case they have loyalty. By the way, what are you currently driving? Is that a vehicle you're going to consider trading in? And you're going to qualify the trade at that point. You know, find out the year, make, models, all the things that they're willing to tell you over the phone, do it. When would be a good time for us to get together? As a matter of fact, what are you doing right now? That's when you're going to try and set the appointment and try to set it for sometime today or this evening, whatever you got going on. I'm going to set an appointment in my calendar for, let's say, 6 o'clock today. And for any reason that you're running late or early, can you please call me so that I can adjust my schedule? Do you have a pen and paper handy? Write down my name. My last name is spelled. My first name is spelled. Do you know exactly where we're located? Do you have the address? And by the way, what is your email address? Also, with your permission, I'm going to send you some information about the vehicle you're considering to your cell phone. And I look forward to seeing you at blank at 6 o'clock today or whenever the appointment is made. That area, number 8, is very important because that is when that is where you're going to do your little 10, 15, 20-second video, right? And that's what you're going to send to the customer. Okay? Remember we talked about that yesterday? You're going to say, hey, just talk to them on the phone. You're letting them know, hey, I'm about to send this little video to your cell phone. Just let you know it's coming from me. Just go ahead and sign in right there for me. And then take a phone script. All right? Because that's what it's going to be. So, and at that point, that's when you're going to walk out to the vehicle. It may not be the exact vehicle. The guy's calling and is looking for a dark color Camry. Find yourself a dark color Camry. Take out just a minute. If you have to grab the key, but I don't think it's necessary. What I would do is just grab you in the phone and get yourself a selfie stick. They got them at Five Below. They got them at the dollar store. They're cheap. And take a picture of you with the car, just to give them an idea. You don't want to give away all the stuff. You want to just give them a little walk around on it, right? And then send them the video, and again, with a picture of your business card. So the first thing is you're going to take a picture of your business card, send it to them. Second thing is you're going to do the video and send it to them with the video, right? And then confirm your appointment. So that's how it's all going to go down, okay? Any questions on that right off the bat? Yes. Yeah, just to the exterior. And the reason why you have you in it is so they get to meet you, basically. So you're sending them the business card, but they're also seeing your face, and they know who you are. They're putting a face with the name. So when they're coming into the store, there's no doubt about it of who they're seeing, So this way you're kind of stepping up and you're doing a little bit better than the next guy. So how many of you gotten a phone call yet now from your shopping experience, your mystery shopping experience? Nothing? No. One guy? Your guy? Yeah, I expected that at least. Did he? That's awesome. Oh, you guys are all going to go hit it tonight. Probably the best thing to do at this point is just let them know that no longer interested. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? He opened up the door to the store because it's right there. Yeah. Yes.
I ended up going to Planet Ford. I ended up going to the one closer to my house, which is the Dodge Macaque. Terrible service.
Macaque Dodge on 45?
45, yeah. There was two. I pull up and there's two salesmen out there speaking to each other. Did not even acknowledge me when I parked. Waited about 6 minutes at least. Walked in, and even the salesman that was there talking to the receptionist, they kind of like looked at me, but then they were like, this kid's probably not gonna buy anything. So I went ahead and looked at the car, and then the receptionist was like, hey, go help the dude out. And that's when he started to help me out. It was a bad experience.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You definitely got to write that up.
I did.
Okay, good. All right, so now what I want you to do is, now that you're read it over, we're gonna kind of go around the room, but I want you to do is you guys all partnered up with whoever your partner is. You know who your partner is, right? Okay. Everybody sitting close to their partner? Yes.
He's not here.
He's not here? Okay. So let's just see, just to really, if you can, like you two guys should partner up, you two guys, just to make it simple. And then if you're across from each other, as long as it's working out, you guys should just for the phone script now. Because what I want you to do is I'm going to start with Andre and Erica to start the phone script so you can hear it. I want you to go through the whole phone call. So what car did you study? Okay, so pick one and just let Erica know which car we're talking about. And so you're going to be the salesman, and Erica, you're going to be the customer. So go ahead and start the phone script, and so I could hear you. And do it nice and loud so we can all hear you, and start it off and say, thank you for calling. All right? 'Cause I know we got Minnie Mouse over here. So.
All right, thank you for calling Don McGill Toyota. This is Andre speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, I was calling to find out about a raffle.
All right, you picked a great time to call us on the RAV4. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions regarding the RAV4 you're considering. That way I know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
Yes, sir.
Great. How familiar are you with the RAV4?
Not quite familiar.
Okay. What trim level are you looking for?
I have a rider with me.
All right, well, we got a great selection of trims. Are you looking for 2, 4, or all-wheel drive?
All the time.
All-wheel drive, okay. And a dark or light color?
Black.
Light, cool. Have you had the opportunity to drive the RAV4 yet?
No, sir.
All right, well, the RAV4 is an excellent vehicle. It has a 3-year, 36-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. It's got a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. Gets great gas mileage of 28 miles per gallon in the city, 35 miles per gallon on the highway, and 30 miles per gallon overall. Also has a 5-star safety rating. It's got a nice exterior. It's got LED fog lights, multi-LED lights with chrome bezels, 19-inch multi-spoke chrome wheels, touch sensor lock and unlock features. On the inside, it's got Softex leather, so it's a really nice vehicle. Let me do this for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check not only what we have available right now in RAV4s, but also what we have incoming. It should take me less than a minute. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
All right. And what number are you calling from?
My cell phone.
Okay, good. In case I miss you at that number, is there another number that I can reach you at?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. And your last name?
Bertha?
Burton? All right, that's B-U-R-T-O-N. All right, and your first name?
Erica?
All right. All right, Erica, could you hold for me just a moment?
Yes, I can.
All right, thanks for holding, Erica. I just checked and we've got a great availability of RAV4s right now. Are you currently a Toyota owner?
No, sir.
Okay. And by the way, what are you currently driving?
I'm driving a Honda.
A Honda? All right, is that the vehicle you're currently, that you would consider trading in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So you drive a Honda, and it's a Honda what?
2018 Honda HRV.
Okay, 2018 Honda HRV. And how many miles you got on it?
17,000 miles.
17 or 70?
17.
17. And what condition is it in, Erica?
It's in great condition. It just has like 2 little scratches on the side.
All right, well, you're making a great choice trying to get a Toyota RAV4. All right. When would be a good time for us to get together? As a matter of fact, what are you doing right now?
I am at the doctor's office.
Okay. And what will you be doing after you get from the doctor's office?
Going home.
Going home? Well, if you got a minute, I'd like to set an appointment for you in my calendar for today. Would that be okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what time will you be from the doctor?
Meeting here at 3.
3 o'clock? So does about 4 o'clock sound good for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna set an appointment for you in my calendar for 4 o'clock today. For any reason that you're running late or early, can you please call me so that I can adjust my schedule?
Yes, sir.
Great. Do you have a pen and paper handy?
Yes, sir.
All right, write down my name. My last name is spelled C-R-A-W-F-O-R. And my first name is Andre, like the giant, A-N-D-R-E. All right. And do you know where we're located, Erica?
No, sir.
All right, so we're at 11800
Katy Freeway.
Yeah, so 11800 Katy Freeway, right off the Kirkwood exit. All right. And by the way, what's your email address?
Erica and Britt at gmail.com.
Erica, and that was N as in Nancy?
Mhm.
All right, great. All right. Also, with your permission, I'm gonna send you some information about the vehicle that you're considering to your cell phone. And I look forward to seeing you at 4 o'clock today.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
All right, very good. Now we're gonna practice one more time. I'm gonna do it with Dan, because Dan seems to have the loudest voice. So, all right. Ready? All right, Dan. All right. So, phone's ringing. Thank you for calling Don McGill Toyota of Houston. This is Don speaking. How may I help you?
This is Dan. I'm looking for a Tacoma.
Tacoma? Well, great. You picked a great time to call us on Tacomas. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions regarding the Tacoma that you're considering. That way we'll both know that we're talking about the same vehicle. Is that okay with you, Dan?
Sure.
Great. How familiar are you with the Tacoma?
Just what I've read online.
Well, it's a great, great truck. Have you had a chance to look at the trim level? Do you know what trim level that you're looking for in the Tacoma?
Yeah, I want a two-wheel drive. I want the four-wheel drive, and I like the leather, contrast leather.
Okay.
Interior. I like that a lot.
Okay, that's not a problem at all. So you're looking for a two-wheel drive. Are you looking for that in a 4 or 6 cylinder in the Tacoma?
I'd like to do the 6.
6 cylinder? Great. Okay. Do you want that, Dan, in a light or a dark color?
I'd like to have like a silver gray.
A silver gray? That's not a problem. Have you had the opportunity to drive the Tacoma yet?
No.
Oh, well, let me tell you something. First of all, it comes with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty and a 3-year, 36 bumper-to-bumper mile warranty. Not to mention it gets 25 miles to the gallon in the city and 31 miles to the gallon in the highway. And it's got Toyota Safety Sense, which once I see you in person, I'll explain it to you, but it's an incredibly neat feature all the way around. We have actually 8 different trim levels with the Tacoma, not to mention all the great features that it does have in it. So it has a crew cab. You can get an extended cab in it. There's a lot of different options which you'll be able to look over. How does that sound to you?
Oh, good.
Good, great. Let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available now in all the different trim levels of the Tacoma, but also what we have incoming in within the next couple of days. This shouldn't take me but a minute. Is that okay with you? So I can check on that for you just to let you know?
Sure.
Okay, great. Dan, by the way, what number are you calling from?
Sell my cell phone number.
Okay, and so this is your cell. So just in case I miss you at that phone number, is there a secondary phone number that I can get a hold of you at?
No, just use this. If I don't answer, just leave me a voicemail or you can text me.
All right, great. Listen, it's just going to take me just a minute. I'm going to put you on hold just for a second, just so I can check the availability of this stuff. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, great. Let me just put you on hold just for a second. Thank you for holding. I have just checked, and we have a great availability of Tacomas in all the different trim levels. So the other question I have for you, Dan, is are you currently a Toyota owner, by the way?
No.
No? Okay, great. What are you currently driving, just out of curiosity?
A 2014 Silverado.
You know what? That's a great truck. We've taken in a lot of those Silverados in on trade. It really is a good truck. That's awesome. If you don't mind me asking, how many miles do you have on it?
About 75,000.
About 75,000. Oh, that's good. That's not bad at all. Is that the vehicle that you're going to consider trading in, Dan?
Absolutely.
Great. Hey, just out of curiosity, what's the trim level of that one?
It's redwood fabric.
Redwood cloth interior, 75,000 miles. And do you know what trim level that one is? Did it say like it's an LS or LT or?
It's an LT.
An LT? Oh, great. That's a good trim level. Okay. Hey, since we're talking about this, what do you think is a good time for us to get together? Matter of fact, are you busy right now? Is there a possibility that you could come to the store right now?
No, I'm on break right now. I'm at work, but I can come after work.
Oh, great. Is like 6 or 6:30? What time you get out of work, Dan?
I get out about 5:36.
5:30, 6 o'clock?
Let's say 6:30.
6:30? I'll tell you what.
I'll be there at 6:30.
Since you're coming straight from work, are you going to stop by home first, you think, or
No.
no? Oh, okay. I was going to say otherwise we could set it up for like 7 to give you a little time to get home from work. Maybe get changed, whatever. All right. 6:30 good for you? All right, great. I'm going to pencil you in my calendar today for 6:30. Okay. And if for any reason something happens at work, you got to stay late, or God knows we know about traffic, everything else, that you're running a little offhand here, can you do me a favor and either shoot me a text or give me a call? This way I can adjust my calendar whether you're going to be early or late. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, great. Do you have a pen and piece of paper handy?
I do.
Okay, write down my name. My first name is Don. My last name is Diamond, spelled just like the stone. Do you know where we're located, Dan?
You're on Katy Freeway.
Yep, we're on I-10 in Kirkwood, and we're located at 11800 Katy Freeway. That's our address, okay? And by the way, what is your email address? Because I want to send you a little bit of information before you get here. Okay, great. That's it. Also, just with your permission, since I got your cell phone number, I'm going to send you some information on that particular vehicle that we're talking about. I'm going to send you also my business card, and I'm going to send you probably like a 15-second little video about the vehicle. It'll go right to your cell phone, so you're expecting it from me. You don't think it's spam. Is that okay with you, Dan? Okay, great. All right, I will see you tonight at 6:30, and you can expect that information coming to your cell phone within the next couple minutes. All right?
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Sound good. Okay? So now you guys could hear how that's supposed to sound. So yes, you have the script in front of you, but you don't have to, you do have to stick to it, okay, because the whole part of it, and again, my product knowledge of what I said about the Tacoma was irrelevant. Whether it's wrong or right doesn't make any difference. Okay, this is a class. So what I'm trying to make to you is that script is what you're going to use, but you need to put it and have the availability to put it in your own words. Not change the words that I'm giving you, but you can build around each sentence. Understand? You can elaborate on it, but you really can't take away from, but you can add to it, because the whole point is we're just trying to set an appointment to get the guy in here. Now, once you have the appointment, you have the information, now you could go out to the vehicle and do your little mini walk around of the car, send a video to the person. Make sure you're in the video. If you have to get one of your partners to do it for you, if you don't have a selfie stick, that's fine. Do it. I wouldn't go grab the keys and go through all the trouble, because it's a fresh phone call. We want to send the information right now. Okay, and in which, yeah, be done. Right now, boom, send them the information, send them a business card. This way they got everything, and we're good to go. Questions?
I think this is a great scenario for a salesman and a customer, because you want to come to the store and set an appointment with you, and we are dominating the conversation with the customer.
Right.
But the customer only wants to get the information about the car, not on set an appointment with you.
Give them the information. Yeah, but you still got in the very first part of the phone call, you absolutely, as you see, as we dial down, okay, is you got to get the customer's information right away. So the customer is going to ask you 10 different things, which I'm going to give them an example right now. I'm going to do with Dan so we know. Excuse me. So, like, we're going to start the phone call, and you're going to be I'm going to be the salesperson. Well, you know what? You're going to have to be the salesperson, because I'm going to try and trip you up and let you know what the differences is. So go ahead.
All right,
So
thank you for calling Don McGill Toyota. This is Dan speaking. How may I help you today?
Yeah, I saw that you guys have $15,000 off of Tacomas. Is that still true?
We have a great selection of Tacomas. I do think so.
I can appreciate that, but no, that's not how it works. Oh, that's great. You're not going to answer it at all, actually. So ask me the same question.
Okay, you picked a great time. No, okay. Do you still have $15,000 off on the Tacoma?
You know what? You picked a great time to call us about the Tacomas. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions to make sure that we're talking about the same vehicle. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. Now you start going down your path. So it is very difficult as a person for when somebody throws out information like that for you not to answer it. The whole point is you're not answering it, but you're moving the conversation into a different direction. Because if you listen to the script, it sounds a lot like the guest sheet, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So basically, this is the guest sheet on our phone. That's what it is. Okay. So you have to be able to complete your job. People are going to throw all kinds of stuff out there. They're going to say, hey, you know, I saw you had $20,000 off of this. I want to make sure it's okay. Yeah, I'm calling about this particular stock number. I'm calling about this. I'm calling about that. The thing is, you have to sit back, take a deep breath, and relax for a second and say, okay, do you know what? You picked a great time to call about that. And then start your conversation off and try to dial it down into it. Now, is it going to work 100% out of 100% of the time? Absolutely not, okay? At some point, your phone call is going to get destroyed, and you're going to have to do what you got to do to get the customer in. But understand, the more information that you put out there and give to them, as deeper and deeper as it gets on your side, where you're answering all the questions, there's no more questions left. There's no reason for them to come back in besides pick up the phone and call the next dealer, and then call the next one and call the next one until they finally hit somebody like you on the phone who's got this answer in their hand in order to stop that process of them calling 10 different dealers and make an appointment with one who's going to take control of the situation. If you don't have control and you can't control the conversation or control the sale, you can't sell the car. It's not going to happen. No different. That's why when we do the guest sheet, that's why we don't have people walking around out front. That's why when you meet somebody out front and you do the meet and greet, right, it's to control that part of the sale, right? You meet them, hi, how are you? How can I be of service to you? You're the one asking the questions, so they have to answer, so you're changing the playing field. Now you're bringing them to your desk, and now on the guest sheet, you're asking them questions. You're the one asking the questions and controlling the conversation. They're no longer in control of that sale, but it doesn't feel that way to them. But you're the person that's in control. Well, the same thing goes on the phone. Unless you control that conversation on the phone, it's not going to come out right. Okay? Yes?
If they call about a specific stock number, do you address that? Okay, perfect.
Same way. Hey, I'm calling about, if let's say the phone call comes in, they say, hey, I'm calling about stock number OU812. And say, okay, well, what vehicle is that? That is it's a Toyota Tundra. Great. Now you start your conversation off, okay? Yeah, you're going to have to, at some point, you're going to have to ad-lib a little bit here and there. You're going to have to add in. You're going to have to adjust. The thing is, if you stick to the core of the script, just the core of it, it should all work out. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it going to work 100% of the time? No, it's not. But the majority of it is. And the quicker you learn this and get this dialed down so you understand it and memorize it, the more you could put it into a little bit of your own words. I really don't want you changing the script or adding or deducting, because each word in there is very important, and dial it down into your format so you can have it your way. Understand? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to call a couple of dealerships so we could hear how the phone call goes with me. All right? So I'm going to set up my speaker on my phone, and hopefully this works. So you guys, give you just a minute.